Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and press the notification bell as well. So this video is an episode of my postpartum fitness journey, and I'd like to share this with you. This was the time when I wasn't worried about what I ate or how I looked like, because my husband and I ate very healthily and we would go to fitness classes 3 to 4 times a week. And then I got pregnant in 2021. So I felt like I really wanted to fulfill my cravings. So I was craving for sweets and of course postpartum. So around 3 to 4 months I stopped breastfeeding, and so that meant I've gained weight a lot. I was sleep deprived, so the next day I would eat a lot. I would eat anything I wanted. I felt like, oh, I deserved it because I've been taking care of this baby. It's too hard. So that's when I started to think about getting back into training. It was really, really hard because I felt that I wasn't as strong as I was prior to my pregnancy. So when my baby turned 6 months, that's when I started to get a personal trainer, but I wouldn't do it as much. I would just do once a week and then do my own workouts, and I didn't change my diet. So of course I didn't get great results because I was impatient, and second, I was eating the same food when I was pregnant. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't eating loads of junk food, but I didn't have the same balanced diet I had before my pregnancy and during my early pregnancy. That's why I've decided to do this challenge called A Nutritionist Controls What I Eat in a Week. So the lovely nutritionist who I've collaborated with advised me to go very low carb. To be honest, I was expecting it was going to be easy since she said it was low carb, but actually, according to the meal plan that she made me, she wants me to give up carbs on some days, which was quite difficult. I'm Southeast Asian and I love my rice, and breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I kind of modify the meal plan according to what we have in the fridge, but I still stuck with the low carb plan except for my cheat days. That was not really advice. Sorry, TAALIAH. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are struggling with eating disorder, please skip this video and get a professional advice from your doctor. This is a video showing my personal experience and struggle, and I hope I can inspire the strong mummies out there who want to change their lifestyle. So before I show you the food that I made for the whole week, let me show you my interview with my nutritionist, so you get to know her better. For those of you who have short attention span like me, don't worry, I'll try my best to create a timeline where you can skip the parts you don't want to see and move on to the meal plan experience. Enjoy! Hello everyone, and welcome to my series of A Nutritionist Controls What I Eat in a Week. So today I'd like to welcome our guest. She is a certified nutritionist from the beautiful city of Cape Town, Africa, South Africa. We will be asking her a few questions, first about her, and questions about having a healthy lifestyle as a mother or as a person in general. Let's welcome Mrs. TAALIAH Weber.
Thank you, Nadine. Thank you so much for that lovely warm welcome. It's such a pleasure to be part of your journey and this channel today, and I'm really looking forward to this interview.
Me too.
Thank you for the invite.
Awesome. Okay, so I'd like to ask you a few questions. So can you please tell me a bit about yourself? How did you become a certified nutritionist, and what inspired you to become a nutritionist?
Okay, so first of all, as you know, my name is TAALIAH Weber, and I'm actually 50 years old. I need to put that out there because
wow.
there's a reason I'm going to mention this, you know, why age is so important. I am very passionate about living a healthy lifestyle. It's something I've been passionate about for a very, very long time. And I'm not just passionate about living this lifestyle, but helping other women and children and men, families, to actually transform their lives through living a healthier lifestyle and discovering the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle, especially when we look around and we look at all the chronic illnesses and diseases that people have. And so for me to be able to support someone on their journey and watch them transform their health and enjoy a better quality of life is something that I'm just incredibly passionate about. And then to answer the second part of your question, what inspired me to be a nutritionist was actually my own journey with my health. So many years after my late son was born, I had a cesarean section at the age of 25 years old, and I developed chronic stomach pain. It was really unbearable. I was not sure what caused it, but I was diagnosed with a hiatus hernia. A hiatus hernia is basically when there's a part of your abdominal area. Let me start from the beginning. When you eat and you're swallowing food, we have a valve that opens up and allows the food to pass through, right? That valve is supposed to close to prevent acid reflux. And in my case, there was a 3 centimeter tear in that valve. So it wasn't closing at all. So what happened is you get constant acid reflux, which eventually leads to gastritis, which is inflammation of the stomach lining. What it is part of an organ in your abdominal area, right, that is displaced and protrudes through the wall of the cavity. So what is happening is that you are constantly bloated and uncomfortable, right? And that acid reflux actually causes the inflammation of the stomach lining because that wound is open. And that is what I experienced. Obviously, I had no idea. So I was very, very petite at the time. And what happened was I would bloat and I would look like I was 3 to 4 months pregnant every time I ate a meal. So what happens is you start being afraid to eat and you eat less. And then I started losing a lot of weight because it was just too painful to eat. To the point where I obviously saw a doctor and I saw a surgeon who diagnosed me, and the surgeon referred me to a dietitian to help me with my eating while I was on medication to heal the gastritis, because obviously you need to get rid of the inflammation. But obviously he's not a dietitian or a nutritionist. So what commonly happens is doctors give you a whole lot of medication, right? You take pills and you hope to feel better. And sadly, the pills didn't work. I did not feel any relief. So I went to see a dietitian the surgeon referred me to. And what actually happened was that she misinformed me about what I should be eating. That was the worst for me, because I was still in pain. This went on for a year. It was so painful, and it actually affected everything. I used to train a lot. I felt so uncomfortable, but also I couldn't train anymore because I was told that I can't lift heavy weights and I can't exercise because I might tear it more and it might be worse. And I was very passionate about weight training. I still am. And, short story of the long story is that I eventually became so frustrated and so desperate for healing that I actually started doing my own research and I started keeping a food journal. And by the grace of God, I actually healed my body by not taking any more medication. I healed the gastritis and the inflammation. And that made me realize just how misinformed people are, just how little we know about how food affects our bodies. And I promised myself then that I was going to embark on having a career in nutrition one day, because I was so passionate and I became more and more passionate about it. And so eventually I was fortunate enough to study specialized nutrition. And so I studied specialized nutrition, which includes children's nutrition, eating disorders, and sports nutrition. And that is where I found myself and where I am today.
That is so amazing.
Yes. That's really cool. Just a little bit about my journey.
So for breakfast, I had 3 eggs, and as you can see, I'm going to cut some mushrooms, and I think I put spinach there as well. So my breakfast is, ta-da! Well, basically it's omelette. And like I said, I modified the meal plan according to what I have in the fridge because I didn't want other stuff to go. And there are certain vegetables that I like and I prefer having in the morning. To be honest, this was not bad, apart from not having bread in the morning. Now I'm having tuna salad, so by this time I was really hungry and I really wanted to eat so bad. So I'm just making this salad for myself. So I've got some avocados, tomatoes, and lettuce. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this for lunch because of the dressing, I think. And sorry about the aggressive shaking of the salt. There you go, tuna. I think I put 2 cans of tuna. TAALIAH said that if I'm really hungry, then I can add a little bit more protein. So here I am enjoying this salad.
What is balance for you when it comes to healthy eating?
Okay, so I think my answer might disappoint some listeners or viewers because when you mention balance to people that are eating healthy, it usually comes with, well, balance is all about not depriving yourself of the nice things like cakes, pastries, and pies and all those things that are actually bad for us. And balance to many people is, you know what, I can eat healthy for 5 days or 6 days of the week, and then I can go on a weekend binge and I can eat whatever I want. But for me, balance is about mindfulness. So being mindful is so important when creating a balance in your life, not just with your eating habits, but with everything. Because if there isn't any mindfulness, we just randomly and impulsively do things without giving it any thought. So we become, almost programmed in the way we do things. We just go about our daily routine, and we have this rule where, for years we ate a certain way. You have this for breakfast, you have that for lunch. Traditionally, it's cereal for breakfast because it's quick and easy. We have toast with our breakfast because that's what you do to fill your stomach in the morning. You have rice with the meal because, you know what, it makes the meal go further. Times are hard, people are struggling, meat is expensive. So how do you make meals go further in many households? And here in South Africa, and I'm sure it's like that in many parts of the world, you add your carbohydrates. Okay, so your bread, your pastas, your pastries, they make meals go further. The problem is that carbohydrates actually cause inflammation in your body, whether it's brown rice or white rice, whether it's brown bread, whether it's white bread, or even a gluten-free bread. It is a carbohydrate and it causes inflammation. And that is what I learned through this whole struggle with my health. So gluten-free is always better than wheat because they use better quality ingredients. And one of the problems with wheat is that it also causes your immune system to weaken. So by eating gluten-free products, you're better off, but you're still not tackling the problem with the inflammation and the carbohydrates. If you look at how do you live a healthier lifestyle, right? It's choose healthier options. So if you know that you can't do without the carbs, at least do the healthier carbs, at least do the gluten-free products, right? Rather than the traditional unhealthy carbs, your simple carbohydrates. I would say try and do carbs as little as possible, and don't overindulge and make it an everyday occurrence with every meal, because that is where, right, things really become problematic and start affecting your body. And with a lot of my clients who have battled to lose unwanted weight, we've removed the carbs from their diet, increased the protein, and it's amazing that not only do they lose weight, but their skin clears up. People that had acute acne, their sleep patterns improve. They are not fatigued anymore. Even simple things like having back pain at that time of the month for a woman, with one of my clients, she doesn't get back pain anymore. Arthritis, joint pain, and all of those things improve. So the question really is, if you're suffering so much, what are you willing to give up? And sometimes it means giving those things up. But if you're not suffering, and you're managing it and controlling your portions, then obviously it's not going to be as harmful for you.
Actually, what would you eat then? If you kind of like want to enjoy your day, I mean a meal, not your day, but enjoy your meal with your husband.
So like for me, I'd still have some sweet potato mash. That's like my thing that I enjoy. And I also like gluten-free oats, because I find on days that I train, especially if I'm having a leg day and I'm lifting heavier than usual, I need that, right? But if you're talking about indulging, what would I have? It would be gluten-free cake, but cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake is my, like, the thing that I love. So the balance for me there is to have a low sugar cheesecake, because most of it is cream cheese. So the gluten or the carb part of it is very minimal.
It's already there, basically.
Rather than a full flour cake, which is mostly flour. And something I just want to add, Nadine, before I forget, is one of the reasons why bread can be so harmful today and why a lot of these things are bad is because of the way it is grown, because of the pesticides, because of, it isn't as organic as when we were little children and, things were grown in the backyard. Everything is mass produced now. So if you look at the way that things are actually, the way they grow the vegetables and what they are using, there's more than just the gluten that is causing problems with people's health. And that is something we need to be aware of as well.
So this is my second day and I am having 2 eggs and 3 bacons for breakfast.
Hi guys, so it's day 2 and I'm having 3 bacons, 2 eggs and half of an avocado. So I had a cheeky coffee with honey. I'm just very hungry at the moment. Yesterday basically was fine. Wasn't as bad as when I first tried it. She's coming. So hopefully it'll be fine the whole week.
So my first exercise today, I'm just going for a walk and putting my baby to sleep.
Guys, as you can see, I have a baby and I have lots of chores to do, so I didn't manage to film my lunch.
Lunch, shrimp salad. So I bought some prawns or shrimp from the supermarket.
So yes guys, that's my prawn salad.
So update, I feel very hungry at the same time. I don't know, I just feel a bit sluggish. Probably I'm just having the withdrawal symptoms of cutting out carbs.
Since I got so hungry, I've decided to have the sirloin steak with halloumi. Well, I didn't have the halloumi cheese, so I went for the cheddar cheese with mushrooms.
When it comes to mothers, there's a lot of postpartum mums who don't feel good about themselves health-wise, or shall I say they've neglected their health because of juggling with their babies and then cooking food, blah blah blah. What would you advise them or us so that they get encouraged to lead a healthy lifestyle?
So the first thing I would recommend is, obviously as a mum, you have a lot to do in a day. You have your career, you have your family, your husband, and obviously your children need and demand a lot of your attention. So for me, where do you start? If you can't even squeeze in 15 minutes a day of exercise, start in the kitchen, because everything begins there. Change the way you shop. If you're buying healthy food, you only have access to healthy food once you are home. Try and prep meals in advance, and cook in bulk when you can. So when you have the free time available and you're able to cook, do that, because then at least you take a little bit of pressure off. Do home workouts when you have free time. Work out with your baby. I had a client, and I actually had, she's still my client. She had twins, so you can imagine, and a 3-year-old. When she started her journey with me, and she started her postpartum training with me, and she would have them with her while doing her workout videos. And even in that chaos, she was achieving her goals. So she couldn't get to a gym because what do you do with your little ones when you're at the gym? But her husband or a helper at home would help her, and she would be able to train, and sometimes baby would be there with her, and we would just train through the noise and through whatever comes. But it's all about working with what you have. So do what you can, use what you have, and start somewhere. But I think the most important thing is to focus on what you're eating, because you need to promote healing within your body after you've had a baby, and the best way to do that is to focus on what you're eating. So, but also accepting that it takes time for your body to change. So be patient with yourself, but do something every day that is going to make a difference to your health in a positive way.
Wow, what an amazing information. Thank you so much. Okay, last question. Last but not the least.
Hi guys, so it's day 3 and I really feel so bloated. So I've read that if you start having a new diet, then you start becoming gassy. So it's just So my digestive system's just adjusting.
Guys, you don't know how excited I was when I was going to make these pancakes, because pancakes are my favorite and breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. And also, this is the first time I'm having carbs. So yeah, I'm having gluten-free flour with half a banana and soy milk.
So I'm having pancakes, banana pancakes with strawberry and Americano. I have avocado because my husband ate half of it, so I have to finish it. So there's a grass area here and I'm gonna try to work out. Let's see, because this little one still doesn't want to sleep.
So today I am meeting my husband's cousin and we're just going to catch up because we're May babies and we just want to celebrate our birthdays. So yes, I'm going in for a treat and I'm having Japanese, and the Wagyu nigiri was amazing. So yep, definitely not going to avoid carbs here.
How do we avoid becoming obsessive and addicted to losing weight? Because I got into that point, and then I got frustrated. I usually enjoy working out. I usually enjoy doing a little bit of weights. I mean, not as amazing as you do, but I do.
Oh, I've seen your videos. They are pretty amazing.
I do
and very inspiring.
No, I mean, honestly, what do you do? It's I can see your muscles and everything. It's so good. So yes, the question is, how do you avoid becoming so obsessive?
Okay, so obsession isn't healthy. Okay, that's the first thing to identify. I've been there. It's very easy to become obsessed with achieving goals, but realizing once again that balance is very important. So I believe that you need to accept where you are and what you've been through in terms of having, in your case, you've become a mum, your body has changed. You can't expect everything to go back to the way it used to be. And sometimes that is the obsession that drives us. We look at how we looked 10 years ago when we were younger, or before we had moms, before the stretch marks, before, our bodies changed. And we don't embrace the fact that we actually brought a little human being into this life, and that took its toll on our bodies. So we can never go back to the way we were. And we should actually celebrate the fact that, we are where we are, and just be, what is the word I'm looking for? Appreciate where you are and what your body can do, rather than torturing your body and setting unrealistic expectations for yourself, right? Be satisfied with your achievements and keep striving,
Contentment.
but you need to be content as well. I think it's very important.
Wow. Okay. The key, contentment and healthy acceptance.
Yes.
But at the same time, we still pursue a goal, right? A goal
Absolutely.
of healthy living by healthy eating and regular exercise.
And realistic goals, and tick them off.
Realistic, amazing. Oh my goodness, so much amazing information. This is literally education for us now, educating mums and even the younger generation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to the meal plan that you sent me. Guys, don't forget to follow TAALIAH, and I'm going to put all her socials, and if she does online sessions, right?
Yes, that is correct. I do them internationally with my clients abroad as well. So all the consultations are online, the meal planning is online, and they can contact me via email, via Instagram, and I also have a Facebook page.
Sorry guys, the video got cut, but that was the entire interview and I hope you've learned so much. So this is the rest of the week.
Hello, so I've got some leftover aubergine and courgette. I'm gonna make chicken breasts. So I'm just trying to finish everything that I have because they're kind of going, because there's aubergine. So I'm gonna make loads of vegetables today. Hello guys, so it's Friday and I'm having pancakes. I've just done my workout and I'm so proud of it because before I got pregnant I would used to just work out before having breakfast, and it's quite hard lately because of my baby, so my husband's just taking care of her.
So the next meal is salmon with rice and asparagus, and then for the evening we had our lovely breaded chicken wings and vegetables with a glass of wine. Guys, I'm gonna have to be honest. At first, I didn't want to continue the challenge because I didn't know that it was going to be really hard. Definitely when it comes to carbs, cutting carbs, it was really tough for me, especially the breakfast part. But now, after doing that challenge, I have decided to continue the diet, and my husband joined me too. It's really motivating and I have seen great results. But for us, we would only go no carbs for lunch and dinner. We would just have our normal regular toast and pancakes in the morning. I would just like to thank our beautiful certified nutritionist TAALIAH Weber for collaborating with me and helping me through this journey. This is an ongoing journey and I hope that you continue to watch my videos, and yeah, I'll update you about my postpartum fitness journey. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye.